Hi kids, it's me, Hallie. Not ideal, but I'm coming to you from my car. Helene has blown through and I can't talk about it. So, yes. Anyway, you can see I made a coffee run. I've not had hot coffee since last Friday, and we won't have power till this upcoming Friday. So, things could be worse. We're grateful. We were spared. Anyway, here are the books I read this week. We're going to make this quick. All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. Honestly, I would have do not finished it, DNF'd it, if I hadn't been in charge of the book club reading it. It was a giant book, 600 pages. I thought it would be more of a thriller, true crime whodunit. It was more a literary fiction, clumsy prose, and more character driven. I don't know. It was all right, but no one in book club, I don't think, loved it. So there's that. Next, I read the DECAGON House Murders by Yukito something, ayatsuji. Japanese fiction, of course, it's me. And this was inspired by Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. I prefer the Christie one. A couple of brutal scenes. It was okay. I guess it started a revolution of detective novels in Japan. Happy for them. Just wasn't my taste. But also a traumatic week. So it could have been my mindset. Next, and so much better, unfortunately timed this one to When the Power Went Out with The Witching Wind. But again, grateful. Nothing fell on our house. This is Natalie Lloyd's The Witching Wind. Middle grade. Absolutely lovely. You know what? I wish I could remember more things to tell about it, but everything Natalie Lloyd writes is gold, and I loved it. There was magic. There was body positivity. Lots of that. It's coming back to me. It's been a season, guys. So there's that, and I appreciated that about it, and magic, and crows, and kids, and I honestly have no idea. I'm sorry. Crushed. This one was amazing. Hard to read, again, I'm in a mood, but Melanie Conklin, bless you for putting this book out in the world. This is middle grade. It's a lot smaller than most things, but so, I hate to say this, it's cliche, and I'm an adult saying it, but it's so important. We have social media, we have sexual harassment, we have middle school friend group shifting, we have the cool kids, we have pranks, we have YouTube, we have screenshots, we have consent, and anxiety, high acute social panic attack anxieties, and we have COVID and adjusting to being around people again, and it's tiny. So how she did it was really miraculous. I was a naive little pigeon flower. I don't even know what you want to call me growing up. I wish I had known this stuff going into adulthood, and I know it's so much more prevalent now. So they are 6th graders or 7th graders, 12, 13-year-olds, but just a really sensitive way to talk about a lot of topics with kids who are dealing with this in a very thoughtful, not extreme, and explicit way. So I would recommend this for grown-ups. Read it before you give it to your kids, but I think as a high schooler, I would have really benefited from this, and I know for elementary kids need it already now, unfortunately. So really well done, Melanie Conklin, out from Little Brown. I bought it for the cover, but wow, great book. Okay, because we talk about stories, back in the days when the world had electricity, I did get The Sixth Sense from the library because I'd never seen it, and I listened to What Went Wrong's podcast episode about it. I was curious, helped my anxiety, knowing, of course, the plot twist, 20 years later. So that was a little gruesome in places. Could have been worse, but interesting. Also, I cried. I cried, guys. It was a lot sadder than I thought. So there's that. And finally reading, and was the better choice because, were my books heavy this week. This is Emily Henry's Funny Story. I borrowed Haley's copy months ago, and it was time, and I may read another lighthearted one next. Emily Henry is the queen of hilarious banter and dialogue. I was laughing out loud within the first 10 pages. Spicy and it's just good. It is so good. So within the first chapter, we learn that it's not Delilah. What's her name? I don't know. Daphne. Daphne's a children's librarian, and her fiance comes home from his bachelor party and is like, surprise, I'm dumping you, and I'm really actually in love with my lifelong BFF, who's a girl, and I'll give you a week to move out of the house. And so she moves in with the BFF, you know, boyfriend, and there's sexual tension chemistry there. So that's where we are. It's funny. It's well done. It's I think it's the UP in Michigan, at least northern Michigan. So it's lovely. Okay, so I'm reading. I'm gonna get back to my coffees and try to carry on and do good work while I have daylight. All right, guys, stay safe out there. Love ya. Bye.